Welcome to ViewTheRace.com. This is the Manchester City Half Marathon from Manchester, New Hampshire. The course starts right on Elm Street in downtown Manchester. The first 2 miles of this course are flat or slightly downhill, but there are some pretty tough uphills on this course, so you're going to want to start out pretty easy. Don't burn out your legs on the first couple miles of this course trying to run faster than you should. Take advantage of these first few miles and just settle into a nice steady pace. As we take the right on Commercial Street is flat and runs parallel to Elm Street. First few miles of this course give your legs a chance to warm up, give you a chance to settle into a nice pace, and get prepared for the challenges ahead. As you come up towards the top of this small rise, you can take a left on River Road. The course starts to get a little bit rolling as we head out on River Road. Now as we come up just past mile 2, there's going to be a pretty tough uphill right here. It's your first tough uphill of the course. This one's pretty short. It's going to flatten out slightly, but the road's going to slightly point uphill. The road's just going to continue to go up. Now as you come around this corner, now you're going to have a really tough uphill. And the road's just going to continue to go up for quite a stretch. This is a really tough part of the course. Long, slow, steady uphill. Just need to pull yourself up this hill. Now as you get to the stop sign, steer to the right side of the road. You're going to take a right on Union and the road's going to still go up. Now the road does flatten out slightly, but you're still going uphill. If you can get through this section of the course, the next section is you're going to really be able to make up some time. But this part is really tough on the legs. Just after mile 5, you're going to take a left onto Campbell Street, and this is the time where you're going to be able to make back some time. You can now go into a nice downhill. As you take this right, you're going to go into one of the coolest parts of this course. You're going to run right into Livingston Park. Now, Livingston Park is a gravel dirt road that runs through the park. It's about a half mile long, and it's not flat through the park. There's just some small rolling hills, but it's a really cool place to run. Nice break from the roads. It's hard-packed gravel, and it cuts right through the woods. Doors Pond is on your left-hand side. You'll have a few nice views of that. It's always cool when there's an interesting part of a race course that's different from other courses. As you come up and over this small little hill, you're going to go down a nice downhill and cross a little bridge. And then you're going to run through the parking lot of the park, and then you're going to head back out onto the roads. So that's about a half-mile section in the woods. Now as you cut across straight onto Redcoat Lane, the course is going to again start to get challenging. Tough little uphill here. As you work your way through this neighborhood, we're going to take a right on Belmont Street. And you're going to be on Belmont Street for a little less than a mile. And Belmont Street is tough. There's long, big rolling hills all the way down Belmont Street. We're going to stay, you can see them in the distance. That's where you're going. You're going straight ahead. So you're going to go up and down these big rolling hills. The key to a course like this is to maintain some type of a rhythm going up the hills and then be able to take back some of the time you lost on these downhills. Hopefully your legs are strong enough to allow you to do that. There was some rough patches of road on Belmont Street, but overall not too bad road conditions. Now, as you take this left on Reservoir Ave, you're going to turn into a long, slow uphill. Again, another hill that you're going to have to just pull yourself up as you go through mile 8. Tough uphill. And then you're going to take a left and continue on Reservoir Ave, and it's another short uphill. On Mammoth Road, you're going to go straight through these lights, and then you're going to cut right after the median. You're going to cut through and go down Merritt-Nyberg Lane. And this is a nice downhill, and at the end of this hill, you're going to take a right, so stay to the right side of the road onto Bridge Street. Just rolling terrain through this part of the course. Should be able to pick up a little bit of speed through this part of the course. At the top of this small little hill, you're going to take a right on Mission Ave, and there's going to be a short section of the course through a neighborhood. A couple of quick turns. Crossing through mile 10. Now, as we take this right onto Hanover Street, we're now going to be on Hanover Street for the next 2.5 miles. So there'll be no turns until we hit Elm Street. Now, there's a few tough rolling hills on Hanover Street, but for the most part, it's just small rollers that you get just like you had on Bridge Street. As you can see, very few turns in the last 5 miles of this course. Now, that hill in the distance is the last tough hill on this course. It is a tough one, though. As the hill starts to flatten out, right as you get over the crest of this hill, you're going to have a very nice downhill. With 3/4 of a mile left to go in this course, you have a nice long downhill, and then it's going to be flat the rest of the way. So if you have anything left, as soon as you crest the top of that hill, you need to go all out right to the finish line. And the course will help you with the downhill to flat terrain. There is a little bit of rough road once the road flattens out. But just steer straight ahead and run right towards Elm Street. Now, as you get towards Elm Street, stay on the left side of the road as you're going to be taking a left right on Elm Street. Now, after you take this left on Elm Street, it's just flat and fast right to the finish line. Thank you for viewing the race at viewtherace.com.